Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear grantees. Thank you for being here at this extraordinary moment for the Western Balkans Fund, the awarding ceremony of the fifth call for proposals. My name is Uroš Čitaković and I'm coming from Serbia, and I'm delighted to be moderating this event. I will present, beside my colleague Hanan Kovačević, that I'm sure you already know from our past events.
Thank you, Uroš. It is a pleasure to be here in front of you and to see so many of our old and our new friends of the organization. When we decided to have the awarding ceremony on this day, some people inside our organization were quite doubtful. They were worried if it was a good idea because of the upcoming holidays, winter setting in, and because of the World Cup final. We weren't sure that some of the grantees would make it. Instead, all of them are here. That's why, before giving our award to the executive director, I would like to ask for applause of today's winners. The 36 projects we decided to support jointly with the European Union in the upcoming months.
And now I'm happy to invite our Executive Director, Dr. Đerđ Mura, to the stage for the welcoming remarks.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for our hearts for being with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, ambassador and representatives of the embassies in Tirana, distinguished guests, dear grantees. A warmly welcome to this particular moment in the Western Balkan Fund history, the awarding ceremony of our fifth call for proposals and the second call co-funded by the European Union, which we thank and applaud. The awarding ceremonies allow us to recollect our memories and cherish them again. I recall our first awarding ceremony held in 8th of May 2018, one day before the celebration for the European Day. At the time, we felt so proud to award our first 18 projects involving 84 partners from universities, schools, associations, sports, and institutions from the Western Balkans. But I also remember that we felt for the first time what a tremendous power had been unleashed by the vision of our contracting parties. A vision of large-scale cooperation and reconciliation, aiming to enhance good neighborly relation in our region. It is a power I feel today again, but more robust and much louder. 5 call for proposals, 60 info sessions, more than 400 regional events, 138 projects supported, 5,800 stakeholders, 22,000 followers, and more than 1 million people reached. Also, more than 2 million euros provided to support the wonderful projects submitted by civil society organizations and other stakeholders. This is our business card. This is why we stand here today, proud of our newest achievement and confident that the best is yet to come. All this would not be possible without the insistent, continuous, and increased support of our contracting parties, the Ministries of Foreign Affairs of Western Balkan 6. In this regard, I especially want to thank the Belgrade 2022 Chairmanship in Office for the wise guidance that enabled new milestones in the organization, modernization, and growth. In a personal note, many thanks to Mr. Jankovic and Mr. Mart, who traveled today from Belgrade to be here with us in this event. I want to use this opportunity to thank the European Union. Their support has been crucial to our growth, and thanks to it, for the first time in our lifespan, we had been able to launch 2 separate calls for proposals within 6 months. Furthermore, special thanks and gratitude to the Swiss government for trusting our values, for supporting the transition of Western Balkan Fund to an organization able to support the needs of civil society all year around. Sincere gratitude to the Japanese government for supporting our growth through relevant regional cooperation activities in our region. Appreciation and deep appreciation to the V4 Group partners, and to the International Visegrad Fund, our first and trusted companions, carefully following our activities and growth processes. As we say in Albania, success has many parents. Dear friends and partners, all of you are inseparable from all the steps we have taken forward over the years. Ladies and gentlemen, without taking much of your time, allow me to congratulate once again the ones that are the true reason we are here tonight, our 36 grantees. It was the most challenging evaluation process we have ever had. The competition was excellent, as was the number of applications. But in the end, I am confident we have chosen the best. The Western Balkan Fund is the heart that year after year pumps new energy that keeps regional cooperation growing. But without a body, a heart is useless. Dear partners and friends, you are now our body, our eyes and ears. We have trusted you not only with a grant, but with a great responsibility to be the role models, the champions we need. We have seen many bright ideas, talent and innovation in your projects. In the next 10 months, we will be entertained by concerts, exhibitions, or sport events. We will communicate through workshops and conferences, speaking through you about the green economy, sustainable development, human rights, gender empowerment, culture and art, cooperation in the field of education, research, and much more. A final note of appreciation to the WBF staff for their dedication, professionalism, and for their faith on regional cooperation and reconciliation processes in our region. Western Balkan Fund Secretariat will always be at your disposal for any support you may need. You can count on our complete dedication today, tomorrow, and over the entire implementation of your projects. That is why I look forward with excitement to the implementation stage, confident that we are about to see many great things. As the new year is approaching, allow me to use this opportunity to wish to all of you and all your dears health, happiness, and prosperity. I want to thank you and to enjoy together this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moura. The Western Balkans Fund consists of 6 equal contracting parties. Each year, one of the contracting parties becomes the chairmanship in office, guiding our organization towards the objectives set at the beginning of the year. The Belgrade 2022 chairmanship in office supported ongoing growth of the fund, capacity building, and modernization. On behalf of our current chairman, please welcome Mr. Pavle Jankovic from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Serbia, and at the same time, a member of our Committee of Senior Officials.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's such a pleasure to be here with you tonight. And as opposed to the last ceremony, His Excellency Dr. Moore actually gave me a heads up that I'm going to have a speech tonight, so I actually prepared something. Last time I had to improvise. So, dear representatives of the Western Balkan civil society, or perhaps should I say, dear implementing partners, for you are, in truth, our implementing partners in this great endeavor that is the Western Balkan Fund. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very warm welcome to this evening's ceremony on behalf of Serbia's 2022 Western Balkan Fund Chairmanship. Today, dear partners, is a very special day in the Western Balkan Fund's work cycle. Today is the day when we recognize the most successful applicants of the fifth call for proposals. The day when we entrust you the resources that will help you and your project partners implement your projects and implement your vision for our region. This is exactly why the fund was created, to enable, to facilitate and support the people-to-people contacts, reconciliation, and the development of civil society, all with the aim to advance our societies, despite many obstacles, towards a common goal, the fully fledged integration into the European Union. Yet, besides the key part of this evening, which is the recognition of the achievements of our dear applicants, the fifth call and this ceremony has a particular meaning for the fund itself. The fifth call marks a very important milestone in the existence of the fund as a benevolent institution created by and for the Western Balkans and its EU path. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 years of dedicated work and almost 10 years since the very inception of the idea to create the fund, the fourth and fifth calls were supported in major part by the European Commission through the instrument of pre-accession. We feel that EC's first donation, amounting to 1 million euros, is a most tangible and meaningful recognition of the hard work and dedication of the Western Balkan Fund team, but also of the pioneering example of what mutual trust and shared support between the 6 ministries of foreign affairs built into the very foundation of the fund can accomplish. We are exceptionally pleased that the European Commission chose to be a part of that shared vision for the Western Balkans, a shared vision that inspires everyone at the fund every single day. We are also grateful, as Dr. Mora rightly said, to our Swiss partners who have decided to support the very core of our institution. So we are very grateful for that. And let us also not forget our Japanese partners and our partners from the Visegrad Group. This evening, we have with us the representatives of 36 project partnerships split equally, 6 of each for the 6 Western Balkan Fund contracting parties. After this ceremony, you, dear partners, will have the means that will help you make your ideas come true. These grants are an honor, but also a great responsibility that we entrust you. And perhaps, if I may, I like to always finish on a personal and friendly note. You know, we've started this process a very long time ago. We've started back in 2012. And Dr. Moore and I have been cooperating in different forms even before that through the RCC. And when we got to this particular task of creating the fund, we used to say to each other very jokingly, you know, we're planting the seeds of a tree in whose shade we're not going to sit. But today, 5 years after we've started this, you know, it took us 3 years to negotiate the agreement. It took us another 2 years to actually pass the agreement through the 6 parliaments of the contracting parties. But today, we not only sit in the shade of that tree, but we're also enjoying the fruits of those trees. And this is an amazing experience. So today we're seeing the bloom of the 5th crop of the fruit that we're going to be enjoying together, that you as our partners, as civil society of this region, are going to give to our region. So the only thing that I can tell you is, you know, take this giant leap of faith. Trust each other, cooperate with each other, and we're surely going to make our region a better place that we all deserve together. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jankovic, for such an inspiring speech. And before jumping to the most important moment of the night, the awarding ceremony of our new grantees, we would like to say a few more words about our joint action with the European Union. Please welcome Mr. Fjordi Bisha, WBF EU Project Manager.
Good evening, everyone. Dear guests, member of the Western Balkans Fund Council of Senior Officials, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, thank you for being here with us. I am delighted to celebrate here with you tonight for the second time in my capacity as the project manager of this joint action between Western Balkans Fund and the European Union. This could not been achieved without the increased support from our Ministries of Foreign Affairs and as well the European Union. Through this joint action, we managed to enhance our impact in regional cooperation and at the same time, trust between civil societies organizations working together. From a maximum of 24 projects per call to 30 projects in the last one, in the fourth call, and now we are supporting 36 in the fifth call. Therefore, within 5 years from its establishment, WBF has supported 104 projects, and with you, dear grantees, tonight we're going to 140. It is to a paramount importance to highlight that WBF managed to set the foundation of partnership in our region as one of the key elements for a successful implementation of a grant. We are witnessing every day the growth of WBF, which is a true model of regional cooperation and keeps supporting innovative projects, bring together different stakeholders and pushing forward innovative ideas on regional cooperation. Let me inform you that through our grantees, we learn what is the demand from our region. And this was seen as well in the workshop today, which it was very involved with our grantees giving their feedback to us. In this regard, WBF is as well introducing MOVE grants as a new mechanism that will support people-to-people links. For more, I'm kindly asking for you to follow us and to stay tuned. WBF is not only a grant-giving organization, it is more a partner to our civil society organizations, and tonight we have the proof of that, where we help each other to get a peaceful region. We have today here with us our grantees, which have joined us from all over our beloved region. Having said that, we don't just give grants, we don't just provide financial support to you, but we increase your capacities. We increase the civil society organization capacities in the region, give the grassroots organization the opportunity to grow in stronger voices in the region, and framing to an all-inclusive European integration future. We have here amazing leaders who, with their willingness and ideas, told us that regional cooperation is a must. We at WBF are confident that as much as we mentor you, you mentor us as well. Within this call for proposal, we had 167 applicants. However, the demand to support the regional initiatives was much bigger. We had a total request of 3.2 million euros and an awarded budget of 500,000 euros. Based on these figures, we can freely conclude on the existence of willingness to cooperate. However, due to lack of financial support, it hinders to some extent the progress in enhancing regional initiatives. With an amazing group work at WBF and with the support of the Council of Senior Officials and our distinguished partner, the European Union, but mostly with the trust that you, our grantees, give to us, we have reached this very important milestone tonight and looking forward to many more. I am confident that this joint action will be a successful one and the impact won't be missing. Therefore, I'd like to use the opportunity to thank each and every one of you, especially our grantees that have joined from all over our region, that you are here with us tonight. I would like to thank our beloved team, our Director George, our Senior Program Manager Dafina, colleagues Xenia, Ilir, Valbona, Urosh, Enea, Hanan, Juliana, Klevis, Orgeta, and Derinda. Thank you to the Council of Senior Officials and the Ministries of Foreign Affairs. Thank you to our partner, the European Union, and wishing to all our grantees a successful start of the implementation of the project. Thank you all.
Thank you, dear Fjordi, for such an analytical approach. It was really helpful to see all of our milestones. And now, awarding ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you have been looking forward to, the time to meet our champions.
Respecting the equality of our contracting parties, we have invited the grantees 6 by 6, having thus one representative from each contracting party all the time.
We call to the stage to help us to present awards Minister of Youth of the Republic of Albania, Ms. Bora Mujaci, the Swiss Ambassador to Albania, Her Excellency Ruth Huber, and WBF Executive Director Dr. George Mura to deliver the awards to Youth Initiative of Human Rights, Serbia, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science of Podgorica, Center from Global Health from Pristina, Ecology and Research Association, Youth Alliance from Skopje, Albanian Institute for International Studies.
Photo opportunity.
Yes. Now to Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences of Podgorica. Okay. Okay, Youth Alliance from Skopje. Now the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science of Podgorica. Now, Ecology and Research Association. And Albanian Institute for International Studies. Congratulations. And Youth Initiative of Human Rights, Serbia. Mr. Bojan, please. Thank you. Thank you to all of you, and now I will invite Mr. Igor Trbojevic to present his experiences about regional cooperation and about the project which he applied with. Thank you.
Hello to everybody. My name is Igor Trbojevic and I came from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I represent my organization, it's NGO, Ecology and Research Association from Bosnia and Herzegovina. This opportunity is a lot of mean for us and for my organization because we try to do something, in my experience, never do before us. It's to bring together all scientists of mammal ecology in Western Balkan countries. So this is also opportunity for our students from Bosnia and Herzegovina, from Serbia and Montenegro to learn and to see how the biggest scientists and researchers in our region work and do with these issues. So thank you very much for this opportunity for WBF and for European Union. And thank you all. Thank you.
Please help me welcome our distinguished guest.
Thank you very much, and I feel real honored to be given the opportunity to give some words, a little speech in here. Actually, for us, it's the second time that we are grantees from the Western Balkans Fund. Actually, we had been grantees from the first round. It was a very interesting project. It was called Balkan Girl Power, a project coming together from 5 countries, 100 girls who were involved in artivism. Artivism in terms of making pictures, teaching them how to make pictures and how they reflect the ideas and their perspectives on the EU integration. This time we come with a different approach. This time we're coming 3 countries together, which is Albania, Serbia, and Republic of North Macedonia, and we're putting together 3 choirs. 3 choirs compound mainly from women. They will perform their respective countries with songs from their countries, but also from 2 other partner organizations. And there will be also a big event at Skopje, which I'm looking forward for organizing it with this final event coming together for all the 3 countries and enjoying common values and share interests, history, backgrounds, etc. And at the end, I would conclude with, because we had like a debate during the morning session about reconciliation. How can we achieve reconciliation? Actually, the person, my colleague from Albania, said that we should aim for democratic values and waiting from the politicians. Actually, I don't agree with my colleague from Albania for waiting for politicians, because everybody should play their part. I totally agree with the saying from Mother Teresa, saying that maybe we cannot achieve great things, but we can do small things with great love. Thank you and enjoy this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. And now I will help us present awards. Mr. Albert Hani, Secretary General of RICO, Ilir Melo from MFA of Republic of Albania, and Ms. Dafina Beciri, Senior Program Manager. Everything happens in live programs, so it's okay. to award 12 points pour Independent Film Center Film Art. Yes, Juventus, and my favorite Albanian word, Barda Association. But we are, yes, you can. This is Juventus, yes. Thank you. And I'm also inviting to the scene Rukometni klub Borac Emtel, Association of Pianists and Music Pedagogues, and Association Friends of Korča. Congratulations to all of these 12 points. And now I will invite Mr. Damir Hasanovic to tell us something about his regional experience or maybe something about his project.
Hello, everybody. I would like to say thank you for the wonderful day, wonderful evening, and for this great experience. I'm coming from Handball Club Banja Luka, one of the biggest clubs in Europe. And I'm happy that we are part of this project. With our project, we are trying to help young people, young boys to make new friendships, make new bridges, and to make new friendships. So, thank you very much. Long story short, I was expecting some questions from you.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You will wait for it, so it's okay.
Thank you, dear grantees. Please help me welcome the following distinguished guests. His Excellency Mr. Slobodan Lukčević, Ambassador of Serbia to Tirana. Ms. Monika Kazova from Czech Republic. And Mr. Sergevica, our EU WBF program manager. I'm kindly asking you to help us present the following grants to Public Policy Research Center. Center for Climate Change, Natural Resources and Energy of the University of Donja Gorica. SMASH, SMASH. Agricultural Cluster, SPR. RRGSH. And Albanian Institute of Public Affairs. Thank you very much. I would kindly ask Ms. Tatiana Yankovic to stay and share with us a few remarks.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be one of the grantees of the Western Balkan Fund in the name of my own organization and also of our friends and partners from the University of Shkodra and from the organization Zora from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I know it's noisy now, but let me proceed. Our project is about research of platform workers.
Can
You
we
may-
just
uh-huh.
can we just listen each other, please, for a second? Or I can sing to you, but no one wants it. So
You may know or you may not know that our region is one of the largest suppliers of the well-educated workforce which stays at home. So it's very important for our governments to understand the value of this workforce and to make solutions for their work in our countries. And therefore, we hope that with this project, we will first have a research and then make our governments interested in the position of these workers. And we are also hoping that we will make at least one small step into preparation of our countries to one day adopt the European Directive of Platform Work, which has to be which will be voted and probably will take into force starting of next year. It's very important directive, and our countries have the opportunity also to import some of these solutions in their labor laws even before we become members of the European Union, and even before we are, let's say, in the process of working on the Chapter 19, which is related to labor law. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your experiences, and now we are continuing with our ceremony, and I'm calling to help us present awards to our next 6 amazing projects, Mr. Haji Bariaktari from the Embassy of Kosovo to Albania. His Excellency Peter Japelj, Ambassador of the Republic of Slovenia to Albania. Our dear friend Bence Gambor from Hungarian Embassy, and my dear colleague, Western Balkans Fund Project Manager Ksenia Vukmirovic. To award certificates to really inspiring projects which were also really hard to evaluate, and this was my first experience in a full scope to approach the evaluation process in the Western Balkans Fund. So it was amazing, it was inspiring, and when you see the power and the enthusiasm of the people who are now with us tonight, it's really nice and hopeful for all of the region. I hope that we will have the better future with these projects. And now I'm inviting Local Democracy Agency from Subotica, and they are presented by Local Democracy Agency from Montenegro. I'm also inviting NVO Bioinformatica. Is Bioinformatica here? Okay. Then NGO Equality. Okay. Yes. You can stay here. Thank you. And I'm now inviting Public Institution Secondary School from Tešanj. Institute for Democracy Societas Civilis. And Albanian Center for Economic Research, ACER. Okay, Albanian Center for Economic Research. Are they with us? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Center for Education and Innovative Learning, STEM Lab. And SETA. And last but not least, Kancelaria Normatiga de Cabrera, who unfortunately was not able to participate today, but we can give them a round of applause.
Family photo. Lovely. Here. Excellent. Let's stay in the front row.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your lovely energies. Thank you